What is going on, everybody? This is your coach, Lopez, here to give you another TRX workout for today. Just so you know, today will be a 30-minute strength and conditioning session focusing on your lower body. The first block is going to be 4 different exercises. We're going to do 2 rounds. We're going to focus on some unilateral work. The second block is going to be a Tabata round, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So we're going to do that conditioning burner at the very end. Now, just so you know, you're going to need your TRX straps, so make sure you have those ready. You're going to want kettlebells because we are going to do some holding positions. So you probably want a lighter kettlebell and a heavier kettlebell because we're going to do some swings at the very end. If you don't have any, we'll modify as we go. Don't worry. You will need your water bottle as well and a mat just in case. Now, let's go ahead and get started on that warm-up. So what I want you to do is get those yellow tabs right to the middle of the strap at mid-length. Let's go ahead and grab onto those straps right away. We're going to get right into our squat to row. So remember, slight angle here, keeping the eyes up. I want you to squat down low and then give me that nice row. Okay, so we're going to do about 4 minutes of a warm-up before we get into round 1. Keep in mind, we are going to do strength to start. We're going to do a lot of lower body work in that first block. And that second block, that Tabata round, will be all conditioning. So just giving you a heads up to ensure that you're ready mentally, right? So once again, just moving, starting with that squat to row. Remember, as you squat, keep the arms straight. As you row, keep the legs straight. Go in at the pace that feels good to you. But keep in mind, this is the very first exercise, warm-up. So just make sure that it feels comfortable on those knees and that you're increasing your mobility as you go. Excellent work. We're going to do this for another 10 seconds, so you're more than welcome to pick it up if you want to finish strong. In 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Yes, go ahead and put your straps down. Right away, I'm going to do a hand walk, so notice I'm bending the knees. We're going to go right into that plank. 1 bear squat. Push-up is optional. Walking all the way back. Nice and tall. Again, hand walk forward. Plank it out. Bear squat. Push up only if you want to, all the way up. You can bring those arms up in the air if you want as well. Either way, rinse and repeat. So now that you got this rhythm down, let's go ahead and pick it up a little bit more. Once again, reaching to the sky or just continuing for speed. If you're doing that push up, make sure you're not getting too low right away, as we want to make sure we're getting you once again in that warm-up phase. Feet are shoulder width apart as a reminder. Continue to breathe. We're going to do this for another 13 seconds. Then we're going to switch it up again to that squat to row. Going back and forth, keeping it simple. In 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Yes, again, grab your strap. Same exact thing we just did with the squat to row. This time we'll go a little bit faster. So find your angle. Squat first, row second. If you want to get a little bit deeper of an angle, it's up to you. But make sure those feet are shoulder width apart. Make sure you find that right pace that feels good to you as you go. Excellent. Are you continuing to breathe? And number 2, is your heart rate starting to go up a little bit? It should, just a little bit. Remember, block 1 is strength work. But that doesn't mean your heart rate's not going to go up. So just want to make sure your body is ready. Get that blood flowing. Excellent work. Another 20 seconds. So really we're only going to do 2 different movements here. As in the next 20 seconds, we're going to finish off with that hand walk to bear squat. Then we'll be ready for round or block 1. Excellent, team. Are you picking up your pace? Are you feeling pretty good? You know I am. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, last set of the hand walks. This time go a little bit quicker. Again, coming forward to that plank. If you didn't do the push-up before, if you want to do it now, totally up to you. Again, hands can go up in the air or not, but I want to start seeing some speed, team, as you go. Now, you will get some transition rest in between this warm-up in block 1, so if you want to finish with a bang, go ahead and pick up your pace a little bit more. Excellent work. We've only got 30 seconds, so you'll notice that time flies when you're having fun with me, or it may feel like it's taking forever. But either way, you got to keep moving. And in these 20 seconds, we are done with our warm-up. Keep in mind that first block will be lower body. We're going to do all pretty much pure lower body, so be ready for a leg burner as we go. Last 8 seconds, then we'll get into round 1. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Now, I'm only going to give you about a minute of rest. Right away, let's get those straps to mid-calf, and you'll see where we go. So I got those handles just at the bottom part of my kneecap so that those foot cradles are right at mid-calf, mid-shin. Now, I did say we're going to do a lot of unilateral work today, so that's going to include some lunges and lateral lunges. So just be ready for that. If you cannot balance on the strap, there is an alternative that I'll show you what to do, okay? Get your kettlebell ready as well. There'll be some moments where I might have you hold onto your kettlebell. Make sure to grab the lighter one or the heavier one. Make sure they're close to you. That's all that really matters, okay? Now, overhead squat. We're going to start with this first one. Remember, each one of these is going to be about 45 seconds. Nice and tall as if I had an imaginary barbell above my head. Feet are shoulder width. Sitting in that chair, all the way up, keeping those arms straight as much as you can. If that's too hard for you, as you go down, you can bend the elbows and then extend the arms out, up to you. But we're going to start in 3, in 2, in 1. Here we go. So you got that imaginary barbell in front of you as if you're doing an imaginary snatch, all the way up nice and tall. For those that don't know a snatch, just think of an imaginary bell or bar above you you're holding while keeping the arms straight at all times. This is our strength portion, so notice there's no speed. Take your time, just trying to sit down nice and low to what feels good to you. If you can't get down low, don't worry. Do what you can. You'll also notice you might start to feel some burn in the back, mid-back, low back. That just can be flexibility, so just make sure to keep those arms as straight as you can. Relax your shoulders and traps as you continue to move, and keep tension on the strap, so make sure you keep pushing back against those palms. And almost done in 3, in 2, in 1. Yes. Now, from here, grab your mat. We're going to come down quickly to the ground. This is how I set up for my lunge. So I like to put my right foot in. And remember, if you cannot do this, don't worry about doing this. You can do it with your foot on the ground. Left foot in front. I'm going to come up right away. And of course, this is balance. This is always going to be a challenge. You can grab that kettlebell if you want, if you're ready. I'm going to do it without kettlebell first in this first round. And we're just keeping it simple, knee high, all the way back down. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, take your time as you come down, all the way up. If you want that challenge, you know what you can do with that kettlebell. If this is too hard, you know what to do. You can let that foot touch the ground. No strap required. Excellent work, team. Keep breathing as you go. Coming down nice and slow, bending both knees to 90 degrees. Remember, this is our unilateral work, so it's going to force you to keep it slow as you go. Keep your chest out. You want to come down as an elevator, not an escalator. And you notice it's challenging even for me, so I got to maintain hip stability and control as I go. Excellent work. Just 6 seconds to go. When you're done here, keep your foot in. We're not done yet. 3, 2, 1, yes. Now, notice I'm going to turn to the side. Notice how my foot is now positioned, facing you. We're going to do a lateral squat. Now, when we do this, adjusting to where you go, it feels comfortable to you, but notice I kind of have a slight angle here. So from here, I'm going to bring my knee up, coming down as if I want my foot to come close to that wall, okay? If this is uncomfortable, scoot closer to the wall. If you want a little bit different, scoot away from the wall. Notice my position. Ooh, almost lost it there. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, lateral squat. If you're like, I cannot do this, Lewis, that right foot, go ahead and put it on the ground. Do the same kind of movement, but with your foot, your right leg is straight, and you're just bending that left knee. Excellent work, team. Keep it slow. I told you this would be challenging. This is what I'm looking for. We didn't come for easy. And of course, because this is balance, I'm already sweating. That's the whole point. This is what we want to do. Can you get down low? Low that feels good to you. Now, I don't have the greatest knees in the world, so I'm just going to do what feels comfortable for me. But obviously, this is great work for those inner and outer thighs. Excellent, team. Keep it up. 6 seconds to go. Then we're going to switch feet. 3, 2, 1. Yes, go ahead and let that foot out. Be careful as you do. We're going to go ahead and come back to the ground. I'm going to go into my left side now. So left foot goes in. If you're not ready, again, to put the foot in the strap, keep the foot out of the strap. It's totally fine. Right leg goes forward. Yes, I'm going to come up. Yes, I'm going to come down slowly. If you feel a lot of misbalances, double check to make sure that your body is aligned with your anchor point. If you're too off to one side or the other, you're going to fall over. So again, take a deep breath in, out. Here we go, all the way up. And then take your time as you come down. Excellent. If this is too easy for you, you're more than welcome to drive that knee up even higher as you go. That is totally fine. But again, if this is hard, this should be challenging for most of you. So just keep in mind, keeping that chest out. I like to put my arms forward as I go down for balance purposes, so this might help you if you have any balance issues as you go, bending both knees, taking your time. Notice we're doing a lot of strength work, nice and slow. Slow and steady wins the race here. And of course, balance. Excellent. You're probably going to feel those legs starting to catch on fire. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Now remember, just going to turn. Notice the turning position. Now for me, because I can get down a little bit lower, I'm going to scoot a little bit closer to the wall. Please be careful as you set up. Obviously, I'm facing away from you, but now you can see once again that same position, getting down as low as I can. Kettlebell if you want. Kettlebell if you want a little bit more weight, all right? Let's take a deep breath in and out. Ready to start in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's go. So again, down nice and slow. Go ahead and you can bend that knee towards you as you go up, coming down with that knee straight all the way up. If you can get down lower, awesome. If you can't, again, what is your limit? This is a competition with yourself or a challenge to yourself. You're not competing with me. Don't worry about trying to get too low. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Remember, if it's too hard with your foot in the strap, take that left foot out, leave it on the ground, just bend that right knee down and up, keeping the left leg straight. Awesome. Oh yeah, starting to feel that burn. After this, we are going to do something quickly with the mat, so make sure you think about your mat and your kettlebell, your lighter kettlebell. 3, 2, 1. Yes, be careful as you take your foot out, as you go. And from here, as quick as you can, double your mat. The kettlebell is optional. Once again, the kettlebell is optional. We're going to do a little dip with the hip. Right elbow. Notice that I have my position. Arm stays up. Both feet are stacked. I'm going to drop my hip here. If you cannot drop the hip, just hold this position or no weight is needed, all right? In 3, 2, 1, here we go. So feet are stacked, letting that hip drop, drive it back up. Your arm stays in the air if you have that kettlebell. Whatever you do, just make sure to hold. Now, here's the good news. We're almost done with round 1. So we're going to do this one side on the side plank. And at the end of round 2, we're going to do the other side. So you'll notice after this, you will get a minute of rest. And then we'll come back to it again. If you're getting really tired already, just hold your position as much as you can. If you're dipping that hip, make sure it barely taps the ground. Drive it up as high as you can each time. If you get tired, you'll notice you don't want to drive it as high. So make sure you're really driving that hip up for each step. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, drop it down. So you're going to get 1 minute of rest. We just finished round 1. Don't worry, we're going to do the other side of that side plank at the end of round 2. Let's get those straps. Remember, make sure to double check that mid calf. Now I'm going to get my kettlebell ready because in round 2, I'm going to start using my kettlebell more for my lunges and lateral lunges. So if you want to try it now, go ahead. Let's get that mat to the side. We're going to start again with that overhead squat. When you do the overhead squat, remember the imaginary bar above your head. Again, as you come down, maintaining tension. One thing I may have forgotten to mention, so my bad, is you want your back of your hands in those foot cradles. If you didn't do that before, it's not a big deal. Just make sure, notice the back of the hand and that foot cradle each side. Notice my thumb is outside the foot cradle, nice and tall. And again, remember, it's how low you can dip, keeping tension in that strap above you, arms straight. We're going to start in 5, 4, feet are shoulder width, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So getting down low, dipping all the way up. Now, you might have some more flexibility because now you just did a round. So if you can get down a little lower, great, but only if you're ready. Don't get down if your knees aren't ready for it or if your body's not ready for it. Do what works best for you. Are you maintaining tension in that strap? And what that means is not tightening up those traps and those shoulders. Keeping those traps and shoulders relaxed as much as possible. Excellent. Pressing the back of your hand against the foot cradles at all times. Keeping your eyes ahead. Whatever you do, try not to look straight down. You can look at a 45-degree, but don't look down to the ground. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that burns. Now, we're going to get back, getting ready for that lunge. Remember, I'm putting my right foot in. If you're ready for it, I'm going to go ahead and grab my kettlebell. This is going to make it a little bit trickier when you do the balance. So if you see me fall over, I told you, I warned you, all right? So Left foot comes forward. I'm going to put the weight in my right hand only, or you can hold it with both hands. And again, the goal is to come up, down nice and slow, rinse and repeat in that lunge, all right? So in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So again, now you got weight. Now we're really working on some strength. Make sure that your back foot is dorsiflex, which means make sure your toe is pointing straight to the ground. And of course, keep it slow as you go. Excellent work. Yes, remember, elevator, not escalator, which means as you come down, bend both knees, come up. Can you drive that knee up as you move? Excellent. Try not to let that knee tap the floor. If you give it a light tap, it's okay. But what I don't want you to do is to rest on the way down. So make sure you continue to let that leg burn each time. Continue to breathe as you go. Excellent, team. 3, 2, 1. Remember, we're just going to do a quick little turn. And so now we're going to do that lateral lunge. Now, if you're using the weight, notice I still have it on my right side, still coming down with my left. But since I have a little bit weaker abductors, I'm not going to use the weight myself. You're more than welcome to, so you can keep it in that arm. Again, closer to the wall. If you need a little bit more stability, take a deep breath in and out. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So again, down nice and low. If you have the weight in your right arm, keep it there. Or if you have holding both, whatever you do, make sure you're maintaining form. Again, if you want, you can drive that knee up toward you, your chest, coming straight down. If you're tapping your foot to the wall, scoot away from it just a little bit. So you don't want to be touching the wall with your foot, just as a little reminder. Excellent work, team. So this one's personally a challenge for me because I don't do a lot of lateral lunging, so this one's a good one. So I will feel this later, so I hope you do too. Excellent, team. Getting down a little bit lower each time if you can. Are you continuing to breathe as you go? 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Be careful as you get your toes out. And again, we're going to switch sides. All right, starting from the ground just to make sure you're good. Again, I'm going to grab my weight. This time it's going into my left side. Again, if you don't want to grab the weight, you don't have to. And remember the position. So I'm coming up, leg comes forward, coming down nice and slow, 90-degree angle on each side. Chest out, please. Do not hunch over. Let's get in starting position. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So again, down nice and slow, all the way up, maintaining that kettlebell in your left arm or weight, whatever you want. You can hold on to a water bottle, whatever feels good to you, but just make sure that you have control. Never add weight if you really don't have your balance down yet. This is the key. A lot of people think more weight is better, but it's not going to be any better if you keep losing balance. So just make sure you figure out what works best for you as you go. Are you coming down as an elevator, not an escalator? Are you keeping your chest out at all times? All these things are super important. Continue to move as you go. Remember, it's not a race. Excellent work, team. We are almost there. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Remember, we're going to do our lateral squat lunge on the other side. So I'm going to let go of my weight because I don't need it. If you're that pro and want to use your weight, go ahead. Now, quick reminder, that toe that's in the strap, make sure it's pointing toward the wall. What that means, you don't want it pointing out. You want it dorsiflex. And remember, do not let it hit against the wall. So make sure to give yourself a few inches away from the wall so you're not banging your foot against it. All right? Take a deep breath in. Out. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So again, getting down nice and low. You can let that left knee draw in toward the chest. But as you go down, straighten out the left leg. Draw it up. If you're holding on to that weight, you're holding on to it to your left arm or with both hands, but as long as you are maintaining form, right? Remember, more weight, more resistance means it can alternate your form if it's too heavy. So just make sure it feels right to you. Excellent work, team. Keep it up. We are getting closer to finishing this round. Each rep counts as we go, getting low. Beautiful. Remember, these aren't my favorites, but it's something that I have to do. So hopefully you enjoy these with me. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Be careful as you take your foot out. Excellent. And remember, we're going to finish with that other side with that side plank dip. So now I'm going to go ahead. So I have my left elbow down first. Now I'm gonna have my right elbow down, excuse me, so your other side. Remember, arms straight in the air, feet are together. You can either hold it here. If this is really tough, you can also let that knee drop to the ground. It's totally up to you. And we're gonna dip that hip in 3, 2, 1, hold. For those that are ready, can you dip that hip, keeping that arm straight? What I don't want you to do is lose your form. So as you dip the hip, some of you might start to really lose your balance. If you're doing that, just hold the hip where it is, but make sure to keep it high as you go. If you've got the dip, keep it up. Ooh, this is challenging for me, so I know this is challenging for you. Excellent work. 20 seconds to go. Are you sweating? Probably, because I am. Drive that hip up each time. Don't let yourself cheat. Finish strong. Last 10 seconds to go. Then we'll get some rest for that Tabata round. Don't think I didn't forget about that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yes. Can I get a quick fist pump? Boom. Awesome work. Now, you are getting 90 seconds of rest, and the reason why is because this Tabata round is going to be intense. So I want you to recover just for a little bit, because we're going to do 4 exercises. Exercise 1 will be with your kettlebell, so preferably the heavier kettlebell. If you don't have a kettlebell, I'll show you the modification. All right, so again, kettlebell quickly. You're going to do your swing as you move, driving with those hips as you go up. That's exercise number 1. Number 2, you're going to get down to the ground. We're doing cross climber, which means opposite knee to opposite elbow, rotating from the hip. If you can't do that, just keep it to a regular climber, all good. Number 3, you're going to stay down, but we're going to do a spider plank, which means you're going to do one side, knee to above the shoulder or to shoulder height, switching sides as you go. And number 4 is going to be the good old-fashioned squat jump. We're all going to stand up, jumping up, driving those hands down. All body weight exercises. We're going to do this 4 exercises twice, and we're done. 20 seconds each one. So I want you to get ready. If you don't have a kettlebell for the swing, you can do, once again, like you have an imaginary kettlebell in your hand, but I want you to jump up as you come up if you don't have any weight. Let's get ready for that kettlebell swing. We're going to start in 6 seconds. Take a deep breath in. Out. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So 20 seconds, which means I want you to go as quick as you can. As you move, keeping your chest out, driving from the hips. This is a posterior chain exercise, so really make sure you're driving through those glutes and hips. 20 seconds will seem fast, but it's going to catch up to you, I promise. In 3, 2, 1. Yes. Now, number 2, remember, is the cross climber. We've only got about 10 seconds. So again, crossing from one side to the other, or keep it to a regular mountain climber. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 20 seconds. I want you to drive it. If you're crossing, awesome. If you're not crossing, don't worry about it. Just make sure to do a climber, marching climber, whatever works for you. But drive that knee through if you're crossing or rotating. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Remember, the next one is going to be the spider plank. So again, remember that knee draws up as high as you can go laterally, switching sides, staying on those hands. All right, take a deep breath in. Out. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So drive that knee up, switch sides, keep your hips stable. This is important. Your hips should not be falling up nor down. They should be strong, which means keep your core tight. Yes, 20 seconds is all I need, but finish strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, all right. Squat jumps, remember that's number 4. Again, jump up as high as you can. 20 seconds is all I'm looking for. If you cannot jump, just squat as quick as you can. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So again, drive up in the air. If you can squat down lower, I would love to see it. Excellent. Squatting, exploding. Squatting, exploding. Excellent. Can you continue to move for 5 seconds? 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Now I told you, we're going to do this one more time. So right away, kettlebell swings, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds transition. Here we go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Right into it. Now you should start to feel your heart rate jumping. If it feels too high, If you're getting tired, rest when you have to. This is challenging. This is not easy, I know it. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. All right, back into that cross climber. Again, remember, crossing, switching as quick as you can. Let's just do this as fast as we can go. Give me your 100. I know you've got it. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Cross it. Drive it. Beautiful. Keep the arms as straight as they can. Rotating from the hip. Getting that knee close to that opposite elbow. Yes, obliques are firing. Heart rate's still racing. All I need is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, drop it down. Excellent. Remember that spider plank? Oh yeah, we still got one of those left. Remember, get that knee up close or as high as you can laterally. Switch sides. Here we go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Again, driving that knee up as high as you can on each side. Keep pushing. Keep moving. Don't stop. Arms stay straight. After this, we finish with the squat jumps, and we are done for today, team. Let's keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Squat jumps, last one of today. I want you to jump up as high as you can or as quick as you can. Take a deep breath in. Out. Let's finish it. Let's see who's got it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So once again, squat jump, last ones of today, and we are all finished. Let's finish strong, team. Whatever you do, do not quit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. And take a deep breath in and out. Excellent work. Now, just to finish, guess what? Got a little secret for you. We're gonna do one more. Squat jumps. Are you ready? Give me another 20 seconds and we're done. 3, 2, I'm just kidding. Everybody come on down and we're gonna go ahead and get your mat ready. We do right into a child's pose. Hey, I gotta throw in a joke once in a while in there. So, again, get your knees nice and wide. Hands are in front of you. I want you to come in all the way back. I want you to relax into your child's pose. Take a deep breath in and out. You can go ahead and close those eyes if you want. Deep breath in and out. Beautiful. From here, when you're ready, you're gonna go back to all 4 position, hands and knees. You get into your plank position. Make sure your feet are shoulder width apart. Right leg comes forward. We are doing our ISO runner stretch. Just want you to hold and hang for 10, 9, 8. Your back leg can be straight or to the ground, whatever is more comfortable for you. 2, 1. Beautiful. Back to your plank. Switching sides. Remember that back knee can be up. That back knee can also drop to the ground, whatever is comfortable, but 10 seconds is what I need you to hold. Take a deep breath in and out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Go ahead and drop both of those knees. One more child's pose. Once again, coming all the way down. Let those hips melt into those heels. Close your eyes if you like. Take a deep breath in and out. One more time. Deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Come up nice and slow. Back to your plank. I'm going to have you walk it all the way back with those hands. Nice and slow. I want you to face me. Yes, I want you to face me. We're going to once again come with those hands to heart. I want you to reach up to the sky as high as you can go. Open those arms up. Let those arms hang out and relax completely. You can have a slight bend in your knees if you want, but just make sure your arms are hanging like ragdoll arms. Take a deep breath in and out. Grab your elbows. So you're going to grab your hand to your opposite elbow, just like kind of giving yourself a hug. And I want you to swing from one side to the other. Whatever feels good to you. Excellent work today. Really letting that heart drop as we return. Finishing up today. Let go of your arms. I want you to come up nice and slow. Take your time as you do. We are going to finish with just a couple yoga swings. I want your feet together. Hands to heart again. I want you to reach up to the sky, high as you can go. Open up those arms as you come down. Give yourself one sweep to the ground as low as you can go. all the way up again. We're gonna do this 3 times. So that's 1 there. Again, nice big sweep to the ground. Bend your knees slightly if you like as you go down, all the way up nice and straight. 1 more, all the way down. Excellent, all the way up. Hands back to heart. And give yourself a big round of applause. Great work today, team. Way to push, way to hustle. Thank you so much for taking my class today. Make sure to keep checking out all of our great TRX coaches out there as we're giving you strength, conditioning, core, all that good jazz. So again, check us out as much as you can on trxtraining.com/all-on-demand. Everybody have a great rest of your day, evening, no matter where you're at around the world. We'll see you back very soon. We are TRX.